Hey, what's going on, YouTube? How you doing today? It's Thursday afternoon, about lunchtime. Just listening to some music, but I'll turn it down. Back at it again. and right now, I'm actually about to go talk to my lawyer and finally get sentenced for the scenario that I got involved with a while back. Okay. Other than that, I've noticed that you guys are starting to like my videos, and I'm getting more views and stuff, and that's great. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to like, subscribe. I would love to have 300 subscribers by the end of the month. So that'd be cool. Other than that, I want to talk today about why did I get on Suboxone and how has it changed my life overall. The reality is that I got on Suboxone after years of struggling with, you know, drugs and alcohol. Now, when I say that, it's not like I was a total junkie or anything like that. It's just that it was something that I wanted to work on that I really felt like was a problem, and it was. And so I've had a lot of success. I've had success in sobriety, and I've also had not a lot of success. Ultimately, I started taking painkillers because they made me feel good. You know, I would take a few here and there. I was really on like a Norco or two a day, and let me shut this so you can hear. But still, nonetheless, I started to take Oxycontin, and it was like 40 milligrams here and there, not every day, but here and there, and I wound up getting physically addicted, and I chose to get on Suboxone not knowing exactly what it was or how it would affect me, because I figured, hey, at least this will be something that I could be on that might help me. And in all honesty, it kind of did for about 18 months. I was totally on nothing but that. I wasn't using any other drugs. I wasn't drinking, and that was good. But then after the fact, when I got off of it, I struggled similar to as I am now with a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of kratom, and you just I always crave to feel better, and I really need to just get to a baseline where we all do, where we can get where our bodies can feel normal without all these things. So I do have a plan to get there, but that's besides the fact. How has Suboxone changed my life? Well, it helped me for a while initially. At the same time, I never had a relationship during Suboxone with a female or anything that went well. I was very much alone on Suboxone, although I was, working and providing for myself and doing pretty well, actually, doing really well. But over time, after about a year of being on it, I realized that this is making me into a zombie, and I didn't like it anymore. I started to feel the effects of the low libido. I started to feel completely fine with always just being at home, never going out. Weekends it was fine just to go home and sleep. I did work and do responsible things, but as far as loving people or having any kind of a social life at all, I didn't. And after about 18 months, that gets, you start to become bitter and very, very alone, and it's not fun. So I took the jump and the leap back in April of this year or last year. Got off subs, deleted all these videos, which I wish I could find. I wish YouTube would archive these videos, and I wish I could find them because I would re-upload them. Got off Suboxone, worked the summer, met this girl that I'm with now. Things didn't work at that time. 2 months later, I got back on subs because I was struggling with life in general, and depression and loneliness and you know. And so I had given up on life at that point and got back on subs. And I'll be honest with you, I instantly just kind of zoned into work, and I started doing decent with work, and I was able to do work on Suboxone, and I was able to function on Suboxone, but I wasn't able to have a committed, real relationship, and my thoughts were different. Like, I was a softer human being. Like, I was a weaker person, like, on the inside. In some ways, that's good, because I don't even know who I am anymore, guys. Like, now that I'm off subs, it's like I'm transitioning off subs, and I've become a way more aggressive person. And my thoughts and my feelings are way different than they were a little while ago, even a couple of months ago, on Suboxone. I mean, on Suboxone, I was a docile person. My testosterone was probably half what it is now. I'll tell you, though, that because of all the comfort meds and things that I've been putting in myself, and I don't even know, my body is very, very weak now. And I originally got off Suboxone because I wanted my libido to go up, and for things to be better in that way sexually. But in all honesty, things have gotten better, but I'm a weaker, sicker person now, because all the medications that I've taken to get off of this, and the fact that I've just been trying so hard to, like, be what I'm supposed to be for this relationship, and it's just, oh my god, like, it's really unhealthy for me. But that's okay. Things happen for a reason, and I'm not blaming anyone. It's just that this isn't the best way to get off subs. Like, this is not. But it's okay, because we all have our own journey. And I'll tell you, what is the best way? Because I see people for years and years suffering, wanting to get off Suboxone, and they are waiting for, like, the best plan, the best taper, the best moment, and that's never going to come. So at a certain point, you really just have to say, I'm done. Like, I'm doing this, I think. Or not. Or just stay on it, and that's okay. I know I'm all over the place, because I know I have court in a little while. What else? On Suboxone, I couldn't poop right. And that's ridiculous. Like, to not be able to poop is insane. Like, at least now I have big, healthy, nice number twos, okay? But before, no, that was always a problem. That was another thing you had to work on. It's like, oh, I gotta, like, take naloxone, I've gotta, like, drink enough water and all this. And it messed with my mind. Like, even now that I'm not on it, like, without something, I'm struggling. Like, my mind, my brain is craving dopamine. It's craving good feelings. And like this morning, I woke up just agitated, just feeling irritated, and there's no reason for it. Sure, there's things happening, but that's normal life. And I would just say Suboxone ultimately can help you to get off the opiates that you were on and ease the withdrawal, but really, I feel like it saturates your brain with dopamine, and now that you're off of it, it's almost like your brain's like, dude, how am I ever going to really feel normal again? Like, without that. And so I struggle, and nobody around you is going to really understand. You can try to explain it to them, but they're not going to understand, and you're going to come off as just, like, this flaky, crazy person. But you're not. You're just going through this withdrawal process, and it doesn't end right away. Like, what I would say to any of you out there, is that if you're getting off subs, try to do it the right way. I mean, it's going to be painful. You're going to be super tempted to do other substances to make it feel better and to make it okay, but if you can resist that, if you can just accept that you just your body needs to heal, and it can't have substances, dude. I think you'll be all right. I'm happy with my situation. At the same time, I need my significant other to realize that this is going to take time, and she does. But it really is going to take time for me to get past this and to heal. It's not just like a couple of days and you're fine. It's my brain has literally been through a lot of stuff. Your brain is used to it's rewiring itself. And unless you're willing to give it time to do that, how in the world is it ever going to change? Like, I'm used to waking up and having a certain this or that to make myself feel better, or that. Like, it's so crazy, guys. Like, I want to get to the core of why it's happening, but I don't know. It's tough. That's for another video. All I'm trying to talk about here is, like, you get on Suboxone because you feel like you need help and relief, because you don't want the full pain of going through the withdrawal of whatever fast-acting opiate that you're on. But I'm here to tell you that before you get on subs, you might want to just jump off that stuff and do things right. I'm not necessarily recommending like AA, but I'm saying that you need some kind of a support system. I'm currently still seeking the proper help. I'm not a huge fan of AA, but I do think that it can be helpful, and I'm not going to discourage anyone at all from doing that. It's an anonymous situation, but I am just trying to think of other ways that I can make myself healthy. I am kind of reading books about like this supposed old civilization called the Tartarians, which sounds ridiculous, but I do believe that there were civilizations before us that had free energy, that they understood the healing properties of different frequencies and things like that. And I do believe that the days we're living in are not progressive towards the good. They're more progressive towards the evolution of our world, like the degradation of our world, rather than the progression. So as crazy as that sounds, I'll leave that for another video. Guys, please like and subscribe. I love it when I can see the channel growing. I will update you after this court date. I gotta go, so have a good one. God bless you all. And as I always say, Jesus is the only way to the Father, so you know what? You might as well accept him. Have a good one. Bye.